So, how you guys doing? Art Banaka here. All right. A couple of days ago, I was checking out some stuff that was going on in Venezuela, and with the rioting and the currency collapse as a whole, and it got me thinking: is is the black community ready for something like that to occur in Venezuela? What I mean by this is we constantly have those talking points. Whereas, we gotta stick to the community. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. But is there any sort of safety that would occur in the black community that would actually occur in any other type of communities? Because when people talk about the black community, right, is they're not talking about like building your own community, as in like you have your own group of people, you have your own peers, to which that regardless how it turned out, then you can always create like a barter system within your group. But I don't see that type of organization in most urban community that I've ever come across, because it's very hard to see any like the thought when I first came here to the States, it was very alienating to me because in Haiti, we grew up poor, right? But even though there was poverty, but there was also a community sense to which, like, I remember when my mom used to make food, she would also have like a plate for two of our neighbors, like a plate here, a plate there, and vice versa. When they make food, they would also send us some plates. But the only time I actually experienced those type of communities as well was actually when I went to England, when I first lived in England, where my neighbor would knock on my door and be like, "Sorry, mate, do you happen to have any onion by any chance?" That kind of like that stranger, coming towards you and not afraid to actually just, talk and vice versa, So it's like the bond was there. Here, not so much. It's very hard to talk about like, well, what about the community? Let's save the community. But these are the same motherfuckers that will be running up in your house at the first sign of trouble. Because white people, they get organized, right? They would, they already have their militia. They already have a whole bunch of shit prepped up. They got the guns. And in the black community, the people that has the guns happens to be, for the most part, are the type of motherfuckers you don't really want to hang around with. So, like, what kind of idiots would now then stay in the hood for the sake of the community? And then when shit goes left, you'll be the first victim because you would have to protect yourself from the people that you claim to represent. That's why you have a lot of these hotep niggas, whole lot of these super pro black, don't really live in the ghetto, man. They live out, they talk their shit outside of the environment and then come through, um, and then wave to the family members whenever they're in the hood and then went the fuck back out, which I don't blame them. You think Tariq Nasheed lives anywhere in the hood? Fuck no. I mean, shit. You think Brother Polite lives in the hood now? Hell no. So a lot of these people that actually preaching that sermon of save the black community, save the black community, but they're not really preaching about unity. What I mean by this is like it's very, very hard to actually unite black people, and there has been condition for that type of mentality. And it takes a while to actually, probably several generations, to develop that habit, to develop a culture to which it becomes about a community, about a neighborhood. you know? So if you don't have that type of support, if you don't have that type of moral code to which that, all right, we have a little bit of food, we're gonna separate it between our community type of shit, then it's always gonna be like a dog eat dog world. I mean, shit, we've seen it right now. Whenever a motherfucker have a little bit of money, he better move out of the hood, because otherwise you're gonna have dudes running up in your house, taking your shit, and probably kill you for it. You have the chance to be killed or being hurt by the same people that you're trying to work with. You see what I'm saying? And the thing that's going on in Venezuela, we can discuss a lot about the we can talk about how did it get to this point, whether there has been some foreign intervention that get it to the state it's at right now. But this is all speculations. Well, I'm sure certain shit can be proven. But my point is this: regardless who caused the crash, who caused the collapse, or regardless the propaganda that goes behind the scene, the simple question is this: if something in Venezuela were to occur here in the States, is those so-called Hotep niggas gonna band together and actually create some sort of a union to organize themselves against fuckeries? You know, when you don't have 911 on speed dial, or you no longer have the cops patrolling the streets because they're too busy patrolling the white neighborhoods to make sure your black ass don't go up there. So are we gonna be in some sort of a purge to which we'll keep killing each other? Or are we gonna actually get our shit together? I don't know. Because the reason I bring that up is a lot of time when motherfuckers be like, well, you know, we're kicking you out of the black community. They usually say that a lot because I'm in an interracial relationship. And why would I want to stay in a community which there's no safety guarantees whatsoever? Wouldn't it be wiser for me to actually create my own community? Like, I already have a community. My communities are made of my closest friends and good relatives and associates. So, say that my best friend, he does gardening, and he has his own little network. I have my own little network. My closest friends, they have their own little network, so then we can always combine together. You know, I'm stuck here somewhere. I can provide this service, and then he can provide that service, or she can provide that service, vice versa. So, therefore, I think it's safer for those of us, quote unquote, not pro-black enough. Once we get kicked out of the black community, I think it's safer to create your own network, to do your own thing, to basically ride out the storm. You know what I'm saying? Because trying to be part of a community to which that A, already unorganized as it is, and B, um, there's really no leadership in there. Everybody's out for themselves. It's all about what can I get out of the situation, out of that chaos, out of that carnage. And you, with a good heart and good intention, for the most part, you will end up getting caught up in that. So, to me, as far as black community, mm, I like my people. I'm Haitian, you know. So, black Americans, yes, I understand your struggle. And white supremacy, whatever the fuck you wanna blame nowadays for whatever you're going through your life at the moment. I have to realize that there is no black community. And if you think that there's gonna be some sort of organization that's gonna come out of this, thinking that it's it's a social issue, it's a social class issue that is being masked by race. This whole racial tension, all you're doing is actually inflating it till it gets bigger. But I would say to each individual, create your own network. Surround yourself with good, reliable people. Good, reliable people. In order for that to happen, you first have to become reliable yourself. So you have to you got to have people that can depend on you. And in turn, you also gonna have people that you can depend on as well. Certain shit. So like my sisters, can't really depend on them. You know, I can provide support, but I don't see the support being reciprocated. So I gotta have my own. I gotta be doing my own thing. I have my own tribe, my own people. You know, some of them are Polish, some of them are Haitians, some of them are Americans. So it's like my network is not based on a skin color, or it's not based on. It's based upon what the fuck can you bring to the table. It's based upon what is your intention. It's not based upon, all right, there's all this fucking bullshit out there. Let's make some money out of it. No, I don't like surrounding myself with people like this. And all this shit that we have right now, the internet, money, your job, all that shit can be gone. All that shit can be gone. So you got to ask yourself, if I didn't have all that shit, right? If I didn't have none of that, if I had none of that support, who the fuck can I count on? Let me guys know what you think. It's Art Banaka. All right, like, share, subscribe. Yes, let me know what you think. I want to hear your opinion in the comment section. All right, peace.